I'm Deborah, and I'm a medical lab technician. I have 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl. I worked third shift for like 21 years, and I haven't been able to keep a house for many years.
I'm Raymond. Deborah is my wife. The piles of clothing in our room sometimes reach the ceiling.
The things that I kind of like to collect are mostly clothes. My hobby is kind of shopping.
Deborah is a shopaholic.
Shopping makes me feel good, just because I get out. It's like an adventure.
This is a pretty belt. What did you like about it?
I like the color, and I like the bling.
Sometimes Deborah will purchase things and sort of sneak it into the house where no one knows that she did buy things. I think that's part of the reason that she loses things. She's not too sure where she hid it.
I'm Derek, and Deborah's my mom. She is constantly ordering off the TV channels. Every single day, it's almost like there's another package at the front door. I think she likes the satisfaction of having something new.
I've wasted a lot of money, $30,000 or more.
$30,000 is a low figure. Deborah's credit card debt is probably closer to $50,000. I would like to stay together to help the children. I don't want my children to have a broken home, even though technically it's a broken home already.
For security reasons, I want to stay married. Do we really love each other? Probably not. Could we, get back? I don't know.
Time's running out. If Deborah continues down the path of being a hoarder, she's probably going to lose me and her family. I will seek a divorce.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger, professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Got a big clothing hoard today. It's crazy.
It's actually going pretty well, so my mom hasn't freaked out yet, I don't think.
This isn't really that junked, Ray. I mean, it's still a good toy. Save this and one of these in case there's a grandchild.
It's broken.
I mean, if I go somewhere, all I need is a little tiny chair.
It's junk, and you got to realize that.
Well, I don't want to go out and buy a new one. I want this. They don't want any balls?
No.
They didn't want any of these bats?
No.
We honestly don't want to argue.
I know,
Okay?
and I really don't want to
honestly
say
don't
stuff we're
wanna
not
argue.
going to
You know
get to
what?
children. That's
So,
right.
I don't want to discuss it.
Of course not.
So here's what I want you to get. 20,000 pieces of clothing are right here. Each of us are going to take a corner. I'm gonna make a pile of keep, give away, keep, give away. Ray has a pile over there. Can you trust him enough?
No.
Okay.
This is gonna take forever, Dorothy.
Yep. Who wears this?
My nephew's daughter will wear that.
We don't have time for you to think about this.
Well, I'll give it to her. Why throw away a brand new thing?
Because you don't have space.
I understand, but I'll just give it to her. It's not like a problem.
I've cleared out all the bedrooms, but the whole rest of the house now is full again. And so is the outside, and so is the garage, and so is the shed. This is your master bedroom. All that way, all the way to the TV set. You've got to share some of the work. You can't see it all. What I would like to do is excuse myself from this. I'd like for you to stay here together. and come up with a plan on how you would get rid of some of this.
These boxes are taller than you. Some of this has got to go. I don't think Deborah realizes that we are on a timetable.
I wouldn't throw this away. Even though it's got dust on it, I would shake it out and use it because I can't even find this in the store
And
anymore.
we can't buy anything that looks like real flowers. She wants to save it. I probably wouldn't. But once again, it's very difficult to talk to Deborah because she doesn't want to listen. What's it good for?
I'll just take it out. You know what? I'm not even arguing with you. Don't keep saying no, no, no. If it's important to me, that's what it is. Right?
Yes or no?
You don't even know.
Yes
You don't
or
even
no?
know what might be important to me. You have no clue.
Everything. Look at the house.
No, but I'm just saying.
Every single piece
you know what?
is
You know what?
important to you. 100% of everything is important to you.
Can we stop for a second? You guys are talking but not communicating. I'm Dr. Melva Green. I'm a board-certified psychiatrist specializing in anxiety disorders and hoarding behaviors.
I can never voice my whole opinion because you shut it down all the time.
Translation, I don't feel heard, Ray.
You're exactly right. I don't feel heard.
You're heard. The thing is that you never listen to us.
Translation, I never feel heard.
This is very true. You never listen to us.
Do you really want this? Because this is what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a lot of practice. Are you willing to do the work? I gave them a way out.
I can't think of a reason why not. I want to go forward with this.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they're saying no, we want it, even if it means we have to fight through it to get it. Good job.
Good.
Good job.
It was a big day for Deborah because she actually gave up control to all of us, the organizers and the 1-800-GOT-JUNK team. We were doing it for her, and her family was doing it with her. That's a really different experience for Deborah. Deborah got rid of about 15,000 pieces of clothing. Pretty darn good.
Wow, the difference.
This is just fantastic. There's no other way to describe it, but it's absolutely fantastic. This is the dining room.
Well, this is really nice.
The house was just full of hoard, and today the hoard is gone, and it's just free space.
It was bright and it was white. I really liked the colors of the wallpaper. I mean, because the wallpaper was about like $1,000. It's just not my color. It's just not my color white. I really hate white. The pinks and the mint green, they make me happy. I really am upset with the bathroom because I really love the pink. Everything that I really loved in my house is gone. This is horrible. I hate this whole bathroom. I hate it.
And so
No, I
we
mean,
tried to-
I hate it. To me, it's horrible. I mean, it's horrible.
Deborah really wanted Dorothy to get her. Dorothy couldn't read her mind, and that brought up for Deborah all the disappointments of the past. And I know this disappointment is about being chronically disappointed.
It's okay.
I hate to surprise you. I hate but you don't understand. I've never liked surprises. I've never liked Christmas. I've never liked surprises.
I know. It's been a roller coaster. You know, you've got this beautiful transformed space, and Deborah's bawling her eyes out. Been disappointed so much.
Disappointed.
I know. Looking at her, the average person would think, what a jerk. But this is the illness. When you move their things around or when you attempt to transform their space, you see something different than what they see.
Baby gets hot. Baby gets hot. Baby gets hot. Baby gets hot. Baby gets hot.
I'm Rick. I've got some problems in my life. You know, I'm trying to play with the hand I was dealt, and maybe I don't always deal with it the right way. At one time, I felt like I was a magnet for books. And I think I am a magnet for books.
I'm Jeff, I'm Ricky's brother. The books he's had, if he were to read them, he'd be the smartest man in the world.
I'm Rosie, and Ricky is a family friend. And honest to God, I can tell you he's probably read every single book in that house.
I myself have been to the other side of the planets and into the stars, right? To the center of the stars. Baby. And you can learn all this from books, and I do.
To me, that's his escape from reality.
A real satisfactory life is sometime in the past.
He's had that house since he was basically out of high school. It was a nice house then. Nice floors, nice bedrooms. It was nice.
At one time, I mean, there was a grand wedding in this backyard. We got married right here. And we all lived here.
The frustration is astronomical. I spent a weekend or more cleaning his yard while he's sitting in jail, just to make the ordnance officer happy. Ricky didn't have said thanks.
I think the way his house is right now is dangerous. The heat lamp is my biggest concern. I don't think it's safe at all. And then having all that loose paper, if one paper just blows down and grabs at it, it's big trouble.
I don't think so. The heat lamp is under control. They sell them heat lamps. Candles are sold too, and they're meant to scent a room or to light a room. They're meant to add a little bit of friendly ambience, a little bit of cheer and goodwill.
That's just how his answers are. Think of the firemen, Ricky. That's what I tell him. Don't think of yourself. You. Think of the firemen going in there. Well, here's the door. Open the door!
Hi.
Morning.
Ricky, I'm Dr. Zazio. I brought some backup with me. I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and hoarding disorder. Are you ready for us to come in? I am in big trouble. He welcomed me in, but it was clear he was very ambivalent.
Gotta be careful.
Wow, Ricky, what is going on in here? Is this even safe to be in with the ceiling like this? Do you think you're just used to it so you don't think about it so much?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
So I just arrived at the house. I heard there might be some structural damage. I had no idea that it was this bad. I don't even know what's being held up by what. It looks like he's actually pulled walls down out of this room, which were supporting the roof. Now we have these 2 2x4s supporting the whole second floor. And with this much weight and this much water damage, we just simply can't be in here. The only place we can work is the back and the side of the house. This center of this house and the whole upstairs is off limits. There's no way I'm letting the crew go in there to work.
All right, so starting to bring stuff out, Rick.
Okay.
All right.
Follow Rick.
This book is really good, and I do want to investigate that a little more. I just dried that book out.
This is moldy.
I want to read it.
Rick,
Okay,
it's not safe. It's got mold on it.
Most all these got water damage. Let's get them going. We'll never miss them. Let's do it. Pick up the whole pile and let's go. Well, there hasn't been much done. We've made it into the door. We made it 6 feet in. There's a whole lot to clean out of there.
They're thinking it's not going fast enough, so I want to get them in here and let them make some progress with you. Will that work?
Nope.
You're not on board with that? How come?
No.
I'm gonna walk out.
Don't walk out, Kevin. We can't walk out.
So, Ricky, I don't see anything of any value right here, really. This is just a bunch of moldy stuff.
Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Hey, do you want the avocado or the orange?
You know what? Well, you wasting my time.
If he wants to start yelling at me for helping him and telling me that, you know, that we're not even needed. We're here taking time out of our days to help you. You know, he's definitely thinking the wrong way.
Then I want to quit. Somebody got a shovel? I don't want a shovel. I don't want a shovel.
He is completely manic. I don't think he slept at all. Okay, I need to talk to you. You did a lot of work again last night. What time did you go to bed?
5:30.
Well, it looks like it. The problem is all the rooms that we cleaned out are now full again. I don't know what's what. Now it's a disaster.
That's my shoes. That's a whole box full of shoes and a shoe horn to make it work.
You're gonna keep this?
I'm gonna keep that. I'll throw it away next week.
That doesn't make sense.
I ain't taking time to look at that little box today. That little box is
I don't need you to take time. I need you to recognize when you see something like this that it's trash. I just wanted him to show me what he was able to do last night. What's trash, what's keep?
Looking at it right now, I say I'm gonna put a sock on and stick my foot in it.
Oh, Rick. Every room we had cleaned out, he's filled up again. So now we're kind of starting over. Rick, I'm going outside.
I want some fresh air in my kitchen. I want some tools.
Doing
right
whatever
there.
it is you're doing.
You know what I'm saying? That's scrap.
Holy.
Little planes, trains, cars, automobiles.
This is very heartbreaking to see Rick on the final day when we're about to leave, going back to this behavior.
Planes, trains, cars, and automobiles. Watch. Look at the big box of them we got.
Since he's already been in trouble with the city once, we cannot leave this stuff in the backyard. We're gonna box everything up that he wants to keep, and we're gonna put it in that back bedroom where he can store it and go through it later if he chooses. Now, we have to get this moldy stuff out.
No, I ain't digging in that today.
No, we are. You don't have to. It's completely molded over
I know what
and
it is.
destroyed. If you won't let us do this, we have nothing else to do.
We ain't touching it.
Ricky, you need to let them finish.
Rosie,
Everything
Rosie,
is
Rosie,
close.
Rosie.
Everything is
Rosie.
close to your life. So worried about
Wait a
what's
minute.
kept. That is not okay.
Them going
You do
wrong.
not throw knives by people. Why would you ever do that? People get worried when knives start
I'm gonna throw them in
flying.
the bucket. I'm
That
gonna
was
do
so rude.
Rick, I'm shutting it down.
Our only hope right now is to provide Rick the safest place in the house to live. There's only one room that's not in threat of falling down. So I'd like to put a few pieces of furniture in there that he can live in. If he chooses not to, that's up to him, but I feel it's our responsibility to make it for him.
Look at this.
Come on in.
Don't be shy. Given all the challenges that we had on this cleanup, this really is the best outcome that we could ask for.
Whoa, man, that's a good place for him. That, oh, this is a great room right here.
This is awesome.
This is different, ain't it?
We know you know, that you were gonna stay in this house, but we couldn't have you going back upstairs and living in that tarped area. So we had to create the space to give you a safe option. The more we clean out this house, the more we're realizing how much damage there is. We know he's gonna stay here. You know, he has nowhere else to go. Now they can at least have the water company come out, the gas company come out, get his utilities and things back on so that he can have a functioning house.
We can all, including you guys, leave today knowing that he now has a safe place to be. Are you gonna sleep in that bed, or are you gonna go back up to your cocoon and hovel?
I might call us home.
Over the past few days, Ricky has learned that he can make decisions, that he can throw stuff away. And I'm just hoping he's learned something from that. And I also hope that his brothers have learned that they've got to check on him and continue to support him if he's going to be successful.
I'm Carl. I'm 77 years old. I've been a hoarder all my life. This house looks like a recycling place, but it's my place and my style of living. You see a lot of collection. And the collection is historical, preservation, and recycling. And sometimes you have to mix it together because you don't have the means to separate it real well, but if you throw it away, you never go back and get it. I love this place because my mom, my dad, and my brother raised me here, and it's a historical place. It was the first house to be built on the block, and my family worked 2 jobs to pay for this place, and that's why I want to keep it.
I'm Michelle, and I'm Carl's neighbor. I have known Carl for probably 7 going into 8 years now. I would say Carl's a hoarder. It's not just because of the accumulation of things, it's his inability to part with the things. I'm just having a hard time understanding how he sees value in certain things that he has.
I just got to collect things because it's like a hobby, but to me it's not a game, it is like a job. It may not have no value to other people, but it's value to my heart because my family did it. My brother and my family were so much historians, they would save a piece of paper out of a garbage can if it mentioned something about history. And that's why I keep all that stuff. I still have the original books my dad read. He always said, keep this, keep that. And that was my mom too, and my brother. It's hard for me to live without my mother, my brother, and my dad.
You hear him talk about his family, and you can hear the sense that he misses them.
My dad's picture's in the other room and everything.
I feel that the accumulation and the addition of the fence in the front, that to me felt symbolic for the emotional wall he built up after that. He was very hurt from that.
I have the privacy fence for protection and privacy. And I think everyone should have a choice of how they want to live. I'm not hurting anyone.
I'm Sean, and I'm an old friend and attorney of Carl. Carl's hoarding, it's been going on for almost 30 years or so. As long as I've known Carl, and from anything I've heard from before, it's been quite a problem because ordinance violations, different things like that have occurred due to the accumulation and amassment of just massive amounts of items. If Carl doesn't successfully clean up his yard, it's gonna be bad. Unfortunately, you know, and I don't like to sugarcoat anything, so, you know, I'll just be completely honest, he's gonna go to jail probably. He is essentially in direct violation of contempt orders. He's in contempt of court for failing to clean up his property. This is his last shot at really being able to help himself. I mean, Carl always tells me he just wants to put this to rest. He wants this issue to go away so he can move on. Well, this is that opportunity. So, I hope he takes it.
Good morning, everybody.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'm Dr. David Tolan. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I specialize in the study and treatment of hoarding disorder.
Carl, are you appreciative of the fact that if you don't clean it up, you are potentially facing jail time?
Yes, I know that.
You know that, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we want to keep you out of jail.
Yes.
And the way that we're going to do that is by cleaning this stuff out. And you've got to be the one to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready to get started?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, Carl, we're gonna get started on your yard. Like we said, we're gonna clean out this space right here so that we can set up a sorting area. Does that sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And would you be willing to take off your hat so that it doesn't get damaged and we can do work with you?
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
Perfect. Let's
I'll
get
take it from
someone
you.
to
Perfect.
run that over to a safe
Thank
spot if
you.
they would.
Sounds
Michelle,
good.
you wanna grab it? All right, so let's just start through this pile, okay? These sticks, for example.
Yes, sir.
What are they for?
I've been saving it for the neighbors when they want to use firewood and everything during the year.
Okay, so
But
is
I
that
like
something...
helping people, you know?
But it's not helping you, so is this something we could let go?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, you can throw that away.
Okay.
All right.
Good. See, you're
Good
making good
job. There you
decisions
go.
already. All this stuff?
Yes, sir, that's it.
All
That's
right.
I don't know what that is anymore.
Well, that's
Okay.
been outside. It definitely doesn't work.
Okay,
It's
throw
probably
it
shorted
away.
out. Okay, there you go.
Throw that away.
You're doing great, Carl.
You are doing great.
The first few things Carl's touching, he's making really good decisions on. But as we get a little further into the process, he's starting to get stuck on some obvious trash. This concerns me a lot.
Well, these are instructions I have to keep, but I had lost these a while
Instructions
back.
for what?
For what?
What is it for? Tell me if you still have that. There's actually two.
Well, I just keep it. It's just, now I got one. I'll keep one. Throw that one
No,
out.
that's not what we wanted to do. I want you to look at it and tell me what it is. Why would you need it if
What
it's
is
been
it
buried in
for?
your front yard?
Is this something that you still own and need instructions for?
Well, no, but it's history instructions.
Now,
Here we
remember
go.
there's the history. So remember, I'm going to push you on history. Carl, this is not history. This is an old set of instructions.
What do you think about the stuff in there so far? Did we make good decisions, bad decisions?
Well, the top goes on the buckets that I told you. Some of the buckets I'm going to keep, and I'll need some of the tops, but I may not need all the tops.
Okay.
Well, that kind of is where I was going with stuff. We're not letting go of quite enough stuff, and now you're already taking stuff off the
Well-
truck. So, Michelle, come on in here.
Hey.
Help us out, Michelle.
Carl, you know I'm your friend, right? Right? You trust me? You put it in there for a reason. I always say trust your gut. Your gut said to throw this out. I would
Well,
like you to trust
I
your
didn't. I
gut.
just thought about it. Okay, go ahead. Finish what you want.
No, not what I want, what you want. And your gut said to throw this out initially. What's going to cause you a lot of trouble is you're going to overthink every decision you make. And every time you take a step in there, you're going to look at every little piece.
No, that's just one piece out of everything.
I know, but this is going to keep happening, Carl. And what happens if this happens for 4 days? I don't know how it's going with Carl. I was pretty optimistic this morning, but pretty frustrated right now. He's really annoying me. I know if I was about to lose everything, I'd do whatever I could.
Right.
to fix it. And I get the mental health aspect, but he has a whole team of people here to help him hold his hand through it, and still.
This is a funnel I have to keep. It's a tool.
I don't know what it was, why I tried to help him so much, but I couldn't not do it.
He's lucky to have a friend like you.
I guess.
Yeah, it's really sad when somebody you care about is not just suffering, but suffering in a way that you can see the solution and they won't do it. That's really hard.
I think he gets it though. Like there's a part of me like I think he understands it. I think he's just bullheaded.
I think it's important that Carl see how Michelle is reacting and that he hear how this is affecting her. Hey, Carl, why don't you come in here and join us? Michelle's feeling some things.
I don't know if you understand what can happen here, and I'm not trying to bully you. I'm not. From the minute I had any sort of lengthy conversation with you, I knew what mattered to you. And it was your family and this property. And the thought of you losing it is, it makes me feel terrible. And I don't know if you realize that. I don't know if you understand the reality of it. And I'm not trying to scare you and I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel worse about it than you do in some way. And it's weird. But I want to see you get this place in shape. I want to see the C word, I'm not going to use the word, off your back. I'd love to see that. For whatever time you have left on this property, I would love to see that. But it hurts me to know that I don't think you really want to see that. And I'm not sure. I just want to know because I want to know why I'm here.
Just because I need to keep 2 or 3 things or something doesn't mean it's wrong.
I can count more than 3 soaps over there.
Yeah, what's wrong with keeping soap? Show me the law. I can't keep how many soaps?
No, look.
That's fine.
Look at these bins.
That's fine. I'm not throwing that soap away. I'm keeping it. I want to see the law that says I can't buy soap,
Carl?
and where how many is it I can
Carl,
own.
listen to me. We're at the end of the road. There's nowhere else to go.
But where is that a crime to keep that?
At this point, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to throw that away.
Okay, well then, I know where I'm at, Carl.
They're going to fine me for that?
I'm not talking about
They're
fines.
not gonna do that.
I'm not talking about fines. I'm talking about where you're going to end up, Carl.
You mean they're going to tell me I'm a criminal for keeping that? You're a criminal for keeping that in your yard?
Hey, it's not the soap. It's how much you have, Carl.
Carl, what you're doing is against the law, and you are in violation of the law, and you have been fined, and you are facing jail time. You understand that? The danger is that if we don't clean up, Carl is either going to go to jail, he's going to be homeless, or he's going to die in that yard surrounded by junk.
So does that look okay for us to close this up and take it off? Where are you going? Carl, what are you looking for?
There were some tools up there on that shelf.
Oh, I'm sure they kept any tools.
We have a box of tools over here.
Actually, 2.
All right, come here. Come here. There was a bunch of tools here.
Okay, we have 2 bins full of tools set aside.
What happened to the stuff that was on this shelf?
We have bins set aside of things that we thought you'd want, and we set them aside for you to look at.
All these batteries are recyclable. They told me to put my batteries in, what do you call those, milk carts? And I'm allowed to do that. That is recyclable batteries.
Okay,
with
can
my
that go
car
with the
battery.
metal, or does it have to go just with batteries?
It has to go with batteries only.
Okay, and you're gonna take those to a recycling center?
Yes.
When?
When you all get done. All this wood here like this, the boys in the blue shirts are in charge of it.
Okay.
There's tools in here.
We save the tools.
Okay? And this is a historical sign. I'm not throwing this away.
So when is the next time you're gonna run an all-night laundry room?
All-night laundry room is just a logo, okay?
All right.
I don't want it thrown away.
Done. It won't get thrown away.
What happened to all the clothes hangers that were here?
We boxed them up and put it in for recycling.
I said leave those clothes hangers alone. I definitely said that 4,000 times.
Carl, I'll get you some new ones. They were covered with mildew. They were no longer healthy.
I said leave these alone. And I said that 4,000 times about this.
Carl's freaking out about the hangers. You know, we're talking about a couple dollars worth of hangers, and in the big picture, I don't get it, but he is pissed.
I have used natural resources to dry my clothes. The damn neighbors hang their clothes out here with their natural, stupid clothes hangers and everything on there.
Carl, what's got you so upset?
It's just that I had mentioned something 4,000 times. Do not throw this away.
This is why we have to throw this stuff away.
But when I say don't throw it away, don't throw it away.
This is what all those hangers had.
All those hangers that were hanging on that tree did not have any clothes on it.
No, I know they were empty, but they were covered with mold and mildew.
You don't think you can wash them out with rainwater with all my jugs?
Why are you getting so upset over some hangers?
All the families from the cigar factories basically lived here. They had to make do with what they had to live with. We were the last family on this damn neighborhood to have a damn washing machine.
When Carl gets agitated, he goes on these almost incoherent rants.
We were the last ones to have a damn TV in this damn neighborhood.
He starts screaming about his neighbors and about the government and about Fidel Castro.
That's that stupid Fidel Castro embargo. This stupid country we got has done nothing about it to fix it, to give more jobs in Florida. And the damn government.
Carl, come here, man. What's going on with you right now? He's so wrapped up in other worries and other concerns that he can't keep his mind straight. You seem to be really revved up. Take a breath. Take a breath. At this point, I really think that I have to call Elder Protective Services. This is not to punish Carl. It's not that he's in trouble. I'm frankly concerned about his ability to care for himself, and he needs somebody to help him. How's it going in here?
It's going good. He is still keeping too much for sure. I am trying to get him to get rid of 8 for every 10 we look at. And he's at about 5 and 5.
Okay, so getting there.
He's closer. He's better than yesterday.
So what's the rule? What rule are we following with clothing?
Polos, he's willing to get rid of all polos except the ones that say HCC, right?
Yeah, our special logos and stuff.
Yeah.
And the good ones that I can still wear.
And he is getting rid of most coats and sweatshirts that are in terrible
and
shape.
some winter stuff. I gotta have some winter stuff.
Yeah, no, you do. Like this gray t-shirt, great shape. We should keep that.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are no good, but they're good rags to use and clean your hands with.
Yeah, but you don't have the ability to keep that right now. It's better to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be keeping a lot of rags.
No,
Carl.
you really don't.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, I gotta have that one. It's USA.
But it's stained.
Once in a while, we gotta have a bad one.
You have a few bad ones already in there.
Carl, I think this is...
Okay, throw it away.
Yeah, this is an example of hanging on to history that is not really good for you.
That's fine. Okay, let's keep going, please. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Carl's rate of discarding seems to be getting better. Yesterday, he was only discarding about 15% of the items that he and Carolina were working on. Today, he's up to 50%. So that's progress. Hey, Michelle. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
I got hit with a ton of just overwhelmed, and to be honest, like, I get grossed out really easily, and it's kind of a miracle that I didn't get to that point.
There's a lot here that can gross a person out.
Oh yeah, like when liquids are dripping down your legs from buckets and you don't know what it is, like, I kind of maintained because I knew we had to get through it, but like I'm getting to a point where It's a lot for me to handle, and I'm just kind of trying to take a few breaks and not have a complete meltdown.
Okay. So just seeing the clutter is anxiety producing for you. Plus, this is somebody you know, so you're actually seeing him live this way too, which I imagine that's got to be upsetting.
It's a lot for me to process and handle.
Yeah, it is.
It's taking a level of strength that I don't think many people understand if they're not struggling with that type of anxiety.
Michelle is feeling a little overwhelmed, and understandably so. She's not used to being involved in this level of clutter. So it's a bit shocking to her, and sometimes she just needs to take a break and cool down. Well, let me say, Carl's lucky to have you as a neighbor and a friend. He really is.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're here. Hey, Carl.
Hello.
What I want to do is make sure that you're safe and healthy and happy even after we leave. You know, the idea is to make sure that not only do we get a lot done here, but that you can keep the progress going. But I think you need more services than what we're able to provide just in these 4 days. Would you agree with that you need more services and support?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the agency that's best equipped to do that is called Adult Protective Services. But I want to make sure that it's clear to you that these are the experts in support and advocacy, not people that are going to come and do something bad to you. Do you have questions about that, Carl?
If I have any concerns, who do I call and contact?
I'm going to get you a number for Adult Protective Services, and I'm going to make the call to them. Ideally, I'd like you to help me with that call. Would you do it with me?
Yes.
So we can call together.
Yes.
And we can talk to them.
But I would like my attorney or someone can be around maybe, or listen as
that
a
would
telephone.
Be fine.
I'll be there.
So let's just make the call and get the ball rolling. All right. Thank you very much, Michelle. I appreciate your help.
This is the Department of Children and Families, Florida Abuse Hotline.
Okay, very good. I appreciate it. Ultimately, the APS worker that I spoke with said they're going to be sending somebody out to look at the house and to talk to Carl.
All right, you guys, we made it. Yeah. Carl, you did amazing. You really did.
Thank you for making it amazing.
Yes. Well, we couldn't have done any of this without you letting go. We had some struggles, but you made it through, okay? How are you feeling right now at the end of all this?
I feel better. There's a place that I lost, and now you found it. It's like Columbus finding America.
Well, I'll accept that answer as something really positive, in a Carl kind of way. I just want to address the crisis real quick. Okay, the outside is not going to pass city code still. They're going to be very pleased, I will say that. When they come back, they're going to see a huge difference. If we have to send a report to Luke saying, you know, we got rid of 10 dumpsters, which we did, that's impressive to them. They'll just want to keep seeing that progress.
Yes.
Okay, it can't just stop here.
Yes.
But we do have access now to get your water fixed.
Yes.
We have access to the meter and to the lines, so they can come and do that now. That makes this house a little more livable for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have a lot of boxes, as you can see, that you're gonna have to go through.
Yes.
But all your important papers, your books, your clothing, everything you wanted saved is here.
Yes.
Okay? Michelle, how are you feeling after all this? You kind of had the roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I did. I'm proud of you, Carl.
No, it's
I know I was a little harder on you than I normally am, but I'm glad you got rid of so much stuff. You made some good moves. And what I'd like is to see you keep it up. See if you can do some of this on your own. I do feel happy for Carl, but I also know he's got a long road ahead of him. I don't know where he's gonna end up still. If he can find a little bit of peace and happiness, even for a short period of time, great. I'm proud of Carl. Yeah, I need a break from him, but I'm proud of him.
Thank you for allowing us to come in here and help you. You did a great job.
You're welcome, and thank you for making me trust you.
Well, you gave us that trust. Each day, it got better and better. You know, we pushed in the beginning, and we know it was hard for you, but with each day, you let go a little bit more. The bedroom is something that we were able to tackle, a place for you to rest and lay your head.
Thank you.
You want to check it out?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
What is this? My God.
Jump on it.
Oh man, that's the greatest thing I've had in over 35 years here. It feels like I'm in the Hoarders Hyatt Eiffel Tower. My mom's cedar chest. Yes, sirree. Great. Everything. Wow. I can see a room. Wow. That's the comfort of the world now.
I gotta get a picture of this.
I know.
Sorry.
Will you send that to me, Corey?
Yes.
I feel like I'm living in a real world now. I was at war with myself. I was at war with society. Everything was negative. And now I feel like there's a positive freedom here at this property that I can come to. My new home! Thank you, thank you, thank you.